Hello, guys. I want to talk with you about the Silver Bulletin by Nate Silver and the most recent polling information regarding the race between Trump and Kamala. So we have a 3.2%. So Kamala holds a 3.2% advantage nationwide, and that's a change from, so it was 3.8% a month ago. So in the last month, it's gone from 3.8 to 3.2% of a lead. So she still has a lead, but she's lost it slightly, but and this is of course not as, people feel confident about it, even though I don't think that they should. If they remember the way that 2016 and 2020 went, Joe Biden, I think, carried Joe Biden and Hillary carried leads of like 6 and 7% at this time, and went on to, Joe barely beat Trump in 2020, and Hillary lost to Trump. So it's like, these margins should be higher, I believe, and I contend that, based on what I'm seeing, that Trump still has an advantage, even though Kamala leads 3.2% nationwide. And of course, it comes down to the swing states. So the swing states look like this. Pennsylvania, Kamala Harris carries a lead of 1.6%, and that hasn't changed in 1.6% lead for Kamala Harris as of right now, and it has not changed in the last month. In Wisconsin, Kamala Harris has a lead of 2.1%, and that has changed from 2.5%, so minus 0.4% over the last month, narrowing Kamala Harris's lead in Wisconsin. In Nevada, Kamala Harris's lead has shrank from 1.8% a month ago down to 1.6%, so a marginal decline of 0.2% difference. Harris is leading in Nevada by 1.6% in the aggregate in Nevada. In Wisconsin, in Michigan, in Michigan, Kamala leads Trump by 2.4%. That's down from a lead of 3% just a month ago, so minus 0.6% lead, minus 0.6% from where she was a month ago. So her lead in Wisconsin, Nevada, and Michigan have all narrowed by about 0.4% average, which tracks with the national level, although the national polling shows she's lost a 0.6% lead, not a 0.4% lead. So nationally, she's actually lost more. Now, when it comes to the states that Trump is winning in now, so Harris is leading. So out of the 7 swing states, the main swing states, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Nevada, Michigan, Harris is winning all of those states, but she's winning in pretty narrow margins in each one, especially Pennsylvania and Nevada. Wisconsin and Michigan are not that far off either. Now, things are pretty narrow on Trump's side as well, the states that Trump's winning. So Kamala Harris is winning right now in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Nevada, and Michigan. Trump is winning in Georgia, Arizona, and North Carolina. Trump has a lead in Georgia by 0.8%. This is a change of 1.1% over the last month. A month ago, Kamala Harris was winning Georgia by 0.3%. Now Trump is winning Georgia by 0.8%. So Georgia has shifted from Kamala Harris winning to Trump winning. Arizona. In Arizona, Kamala Harris was winning a month ago by 0.5%, though it has shifted in the last month from 0.5% in favor of Kamala to it shifted 1.8% to Trump. Now Trump is winning in Arizona by 1.3 points. North Carolina. In North Carolina, Kamala Harris was winning by in North Carolina it was a dead tie. Not that long ago, North Carolina was a dead tie, but in the last month it has shifted 0.4% in Trump's favor. Now Trump is leading in North Carolina by 0.4%. So at this time, they're all narrow margins. The biggest margin of the swing states is Michigan. Kamala is winning Michigan by 2.4%, down from a lead of 3% a month ago. The biggest shift of the swing states is Arizona, where it was Kamala Harris winning Arizona. Now Trump is winning by over a point. It's a 0.8%. It's 1.8% of a shift, and now it's in Trump's favor. So the only state that hasn't changed its position is Pennsylvania, where Harris maintains a lead of 1.6%. Now, this is all based on whether the polling is accurate and Trump doesn't outperform the polls like he has the last two times. If Trump is to outperform the polls, any one of these states could go in his favor if they aren't already in his favor now, as of the polls. As of Thursday, Nate Silver gave Kamala Harris a 3-1 chance of winning the popular vote. Although the Electoral College is a 50-50 chance, a coin toss when it comes to the Electoral College, which means there's a 50% chance either side could win in the Electoral College and become the president. Nate Silver gives a 20% chance that Kamala Harris loses the Electoral College but wins the popular vote, and that implies that there's an 80% chance that Kamala Harris, well, I don't know exactly what that means, except that it might have Kamala Harris could lose the popular vote but win the Electoral College, or Kamala Harris could lose the Electoral College and lose the popular vote, or Kamala Harris could win both. But there's a 20% chance that she loses the Electoral College but wins the popular vote. Although Nate Silver only gives Trump a 0.3% chance of losing the Electoral College and winning the popular vote. That says that it's much more likely if one party or the other is going to lose the popular vote, or is going to win the Electoral College, win the popular vote but lose the Electoral College, it's much more likely that the Democrats lose the Electoral College while winning the popular vote, versus the Republicans and Trump losing the Electoral College and winning the popular vote. That is very unlikely to happen, although, and for the Democrats, it has happened in 2000 and 2016. And it should be noted that it seems pretty likely that Nate Silver, while trying to remain neutral, can't help but show a little bit of bias, although he does he still is top notch, even though he's been wrong plenty of times, especially 2016. He's been right a few times, particularly in 2012 with Obama. I think he was famously almost exactly correct with Obama in 2012. But what these numbers show is the swing states are swinging in Trump's favor slightly. In the last month, they have swung in Trump's favor slightly. All of the 7 swing states are very close, and nobody knows what's going to happen. But I still think, even though Nate Silver says it's a 50-50 chance, how much better could polling have gotten in the last 4 years? I question it, and I think that they're giving credit to the Democrats that somehow the polling has gotten that much better how much better could it have gotten? That remains to be seen. But it remains very, very close, and Trump has actually pulled leads in three of the seven swing states: Georgia, Arizona, and North Carolina. Trump is leading now, though slightly, though very narrowly, and even the swing states, all and with Wisconsin, Nevada, Michigan, Harris's lead has narrowed. Pennsylvania is the only one that remains very close, but has not gone in Trump's favor. The other 6 swing states in the last month have moved in Trump's favor, although very slightly. And Kamala leads nationally by 3.2%, but that lead has narrowed from where it was a month ago at 3.8%. So it remains very close, but the polling is gradually moving in Trump's favor. Will it be enough to win? Probably, but it's hard to say. If the election looks anything like the last 2 election cycles and Trump is being under-evaluated and he outperforms the polling, he's going to win. But we'll see what happens. All right, guys, thank you.